So my name is Heather Parrish, and that's Heather, and then Parrish, and then my artist name is Heather DeBoa.
All right, gotcha. So how long have you been making music?
I've been doing music really pretty much all my life, but really more professionally since I was about 18. I met my dad whenever I was 18 for the first time. And whenever I met him, he had a full-blown studio inside of his home. And he taught me everything that I knew. Everything that I know today, I owe to him. But we don't really much speak now because he's moved away all the way to Stapleton. Life is busy and it gets the best of us. So I don't get that kind of quality time with him in the studio anymore. But I do carry that with me every single day, and I owe my whole career to him for everything that I know from him. But how I got the name Heather DeBoa is pretty much from my dad. He was like, so if you ever did get famous one day or was ever to become a real artist, what would your artist name be? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, Heather Feather. And I'm like, no. He was like, Feather Boa. I'm like, Dad. And then he's like, Boa Constrictor. And I'm like, where are you getting this from? And so, because I don't really speak to him much, that kind of stuck with me. And so I didn't really know what to call myself. But I've kind of made this branding for myself and identity, like the boa constrictor, but the feather, the snake, the flower. That's why I have the feather, the snake, the flower on my jacket. So the snake is for the power, the feather is for the glamour, and the heather flower is for the resilience.
So tell me a little bit about what led up to you deciding to write this song about.
Okay, so I am a survivor of abuse myself. I was severely abused as a child by my adopted mother and father and two previous men before I was adopted out. At a very young age, I was adopted at the age of 4, so previous to that is extremely young. And just hearing her story was heartbreaking. And I just really wanted to be able to give something to the family and to our community to know that she's wrapped in love, because she's not here. She didn't get to feel that when she was here. And it wasn't something that I wanted to do. It was something I felt like I had to do.
Yeah. And do you feel like sometimes with like the music that can be like you?
Oh yes. Sometimes whoever said that words like sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words hurt, but they also sometimes don't know where to feel, and that's where music steps in. Music can speak where words can't.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the name of the song.
So Pink Skies Over Aiken. I named it that because everybody wore pink for her, and that's what she was last seen in, and that's what the community has pulled together, and that's what gave me the idea for the song, was Pink Skies Over Aiken.
So what are some of the ways that you've sort of spread this song or like made this song?
Through word of mouth, through Facebook, through him and his wife and friends and family. They have really made it go viral so far. It's, from my understanding, it has over 70,000 views on Facebook, and I just released it on Saturday.
Nationwide.
So it's still gaining momentum. I actually not only did this song, but I also done another song that I released as of yesterday, and it is in tribute to support in Javea's law. And both of these songs, the tracks, any royalties generated from them, I plan to donate to help support Javea's law and to give to Javea's sister.
So have you had any members of the community recognize you or talk to you about how it's impacted them?
Several. It's crazy at the comments that I'm receiving. I mean, they are all resonating with it, and it's deeply beautiful to see the whole community pull together like that, and how big we've gone for her. I just wish that the community could do that without having to have a tragedy.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that being able to do something like this sends a message to other people in the community who make art at all times? Like it sort of inspires them to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's whenever I leave this place, I want to be able to say that I made an impact, no matter what it was. Even in the littlest bit, to know that I made an impact on somebody, to inspire them, to help them feel or do better or be better than they were when they got here.
Yeah, absolutely. And whenever people listen to your music, and they're listening to your sound, like who would you say are your musical inspirations?
Well, my sound is a little bit different. I rap, so I rap and R&B, but I've only been rapping since October of last year. A friend of mine gave me the confidence. His name is Sherrod Whiteside, but we call him Hot Rod, and he was actually my first acting manager. And I give him the shout out too, because without him I would have never gained the confidence to release any music ever, because I kind of kept my music under wraps until him, and he's like, Heather, you've got to put your music out there. So many people would resonate with you, because I'm so storytelling in my music. When I get on that deep level, a lot of people tell me that my music could be put in movies sometimes, and sometimes it does have that really cinematical sound to it. But it's definitely really moving. I have a different sound, and so, but my people that I would have to say that I am inspired by, one would be Mariah Carey. And then two would probably be Lil Boosie or Trick Daddy along the rap lines. I love rap music, but I really love all genres of music except for screamo. I can't do the screamo, but I still respect it.
Okay, absolutely, yeah. And where can people find your music and listen to it?
I am on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I am on Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm on all major streaming platforms, Pandora, iHeartRadio. You can actually even find me on Highly Unique Radio in Charlotte, which is HUR 103.1. So I've made it to radio in Charlotte, and that's because my manager is the owner of Highly Unique Radio in Charlotte. And he actually sought me out through Facebook and Instagram and several of my media channels, trying to get in touch with me. And I kind of kept blowing him off, and then finally when I realized who he was, I was like, oh, okay. And so he's been great. He's really made me soar and fly since then. So, but those are the places that you can find me. But any major streaming level, streaming platform, you can find me on. So.
And going back to the song that you wrote, are there any particular lines in that song that when you wrote them, you were just like, it felt like just especially impactful to you?
I would have to say, not the chorus, yes, but where I talk about, everybody's searching for her, and we're running out of time, but really this whole time she was gone already. That was devastating. That's one of the lyrics or verses where I really get into my emotions. Like, I really had to record this several times to keep from crying.
And it's like a timeline, I feel like the song goes from there.
Yes. Only 4 years old, you're supposed to be living bright and running and playing, and then the next verse is where they're searching for her, either running out of time, and the whole county's feeling the tragedy, to hoping that she's in a better place.
Okay, absolutely. I think that wraps up my main questions for you. I wanted to ask you if there's any last statement that you want to make for the community, and what you hope that people will ultimately get out of the song, both of the songs.
Well, I really hope that, one, that they will resonate with Jabea's cause, and especially for Jabea's Law. I think that is something wonderful for her cause in her memory, because she should have never dealt with that. And I don't believe that any child should have dealt with that. I should have never had to go through that. But I stand here today to tell you that everything that I went through as a child, I would never take back, because it made me who I am today. And if I wouldn't have gone through those things, I might have not never written this song and changed so many people's hearts or people that resonate. So I'm truly blessed to have a community that actually supports me in my cause and to her tribute.